Imagine finishing all your computer tasks while you sip a cup of coffee or tea, and your PC does all the work for you. That is the magic of automation. In this series, you will learn how to make your computer work smarter using Power Automate Desktop. Hey, I'm Muthuraj from RPA Solutions. Welcome to lesson 1 of our Power Automate Desktop Beginner series. This course is designed for students and non-technical professionals, though it can be very useful for technical people also. And there is no coding required in this series, so anybody can learn, whether you are a science student or whether you are a commerce student. Let us see the benefit of using the Power Automate Desktop and why do we need it. The Power Automate, for example, can read your emails and save the attachment in a specific folder. And it can organize the emails in specific folder in your inbox or your email client based on the rules. And it can organize the downloaded attachment in specific folder, and you can define the rules for it. And it can also auto reply to emails based on the content of the email. Not only that, it can read Excel attachment and do the data entry on behalf of you in the application which your organization is using. And it can extract the data from website and update in Excel or even in your application. And it can monitor your folder and process new files as soon as it is created. And it can convert the files to PDF and store them in the desired location you need. It can auto-generate reports, for example, the sales report or the expense report, anything. And for example, if you have to get the data from a specific website, for example, it may be exchange rate or it may be stock prices or even it may be from Naukri to figure out what is the new job listing which you are interested in. It can do the web scrap and write it in an email or any other format you like. It can also automate your file backup. For example, in the business process, it can remind the vendor for payments. Suppose you are working in a support organization and you are receiving customer support through email. It can automatically classify the support ticket and assign to the desired team. With all these benefits, do you think that it will be beneficial for us to learn Power Automate Desktop? And of course, the most important thing is the Power Automate Desktop is a free tool provided by Microsoft. Now, the next question will be, how do we install or how do we get Power Automate Desktop? There are two ways with which you can download. The one is go to your operating system. So one thing we need to note is the Power Automate Desktop is compatible only with Windows 10 and 11 operating system, and it is not available in any other operating system. Open your desktop, press the start button and search for store. And inside the store, you can search for Power Automate Desktop and you will be getting it. And since I have already installed, it is coming with an open option. And if you have not installed, if you click on this, you will get an download option, which we can see in the next method. The next method is open a URL called apps.microsoft.com. And similar to what we have done earlier, you can search for Power Automate Desktop and it will display. And if you click on it, you will have an option to download and install it. And you can see the system requirements over here. It is very basic. So the only restriction is either Windows 10 or higher, that is the Windows 11. Okay, I assume you have successfully installed the Power Automate Desktop. Let us call it as pad going forward. And once you have installed, you can open that by pressing your start button and search for Power Automate. So every time we cannot search for it, so let us make a shortcut for it by right clicking this particular menu, and you can either pin to the start screen or you can pin to the taskbar. So for us, we are going to open it very frequently. So let me pin to the taskbar. So as soon as I press pin to the start bar, so an icon appears over here. By clicking it, you can open the Power Automate desktop or the pad. Okay, now it is asking me to sign in. One of the prerequisites for using the pad is to have a Microsoft account. So how difficult it is to get a Microsoft account? It is very easy because it is free. You can create a Microsoft account with your existing email ID, or you can use your school or work email ID. So I have created one separate video for how to create a Microsoft account, and I will provide the link for it in the description box. Let me try to sign in. I already have the Microsoft account. If you don't have, you please go through that video and create one. And since my system is already remembering me, so as soon as I press continue, it will log me in, and then it will display the home screen of Power Automate desktop or the pad. It's enough talking. Now let us see some practical example. Let us look at a use case where the weekly sales report sent by the sales executives can be processed and consolidated using Power Automate desktop. Let's assume you are working as an executive in a sales organization where there are 3 sales executives. One is Suresh, another one is David, and another one is Arif. What they do is they send the weekly reports every week, and it is your responsibility to consolidate everything, summarize it, and send a report to your management. The sales executives are sending their sales report through an email with a specific subject called weekly sales report with their name and the week number. And when you are having more than 3 or you are receiving multiple sales reports, ultimately you will end up with the file structure like this. You will be having so many files which you need to go through the email and open it, and then you need to save as, then you need to download the attachment and save it, and after that you may need to arrange these particular files according to the name of the sales executives, and then you may also need to consolidate all the reports sent by them and create a report like this, and then you may need to create some graphs or summary report or anything, and you need to send it. Now let us see how we can do everything in Power Automate automatically. Let us look at the flow which I have already created and will be demonstrating now. Then later in the course we will also learn how we can create one something like this step by step. So what our flow is going to do is, once you start the flow, it is going to read your inbox for all the mails, and it ensures that the mail what you have received, you might have received so many mails. What it is going to do is, like, it is going to pick up the mail which are all having a subject called sales report or whatever rule you specify. And for the each email what you have received, you may receive more than one email. You might have received it from David, you might have received it from Arif, or you might have even received it from Suresh. So it is going to see whether it is having an attachment, and if the attachment is there, it is going to download the attachment, and it will automatically check whether it is having a folder in the salesman's name. If there is no folder existing, it will create one automatically for you. There are chances that you may have a new salesperson for which you may not have even created a folder of your own. And after it saves, it is not going to stop only there. What it is going to do, it is going to open that file and read the content. And after reading the content, what it is going to do is like it is going to update that particular value in the consolidated Excel sheet. Let us look at this particular use case with the practical example. I have already created a flow for processing the email and reading the attachment and creating a consolidated workbook. But it may be lengthy and complex, but you don't worry about that for now. We will go step by step. Let's assume in the morning when you are coming to the office, you have a list of emails like this: the weekly sales report from Suresh, Arif, David, from every salesperson. And your responsibility is to consolidate everything and create the management report as we spoke earlier. Okay. Now, I have created a simple flow which you can see over here. What this flow does is first it is reading the email and identifies which are all the emails related to the sales report. And once it reads it, it downloads that particular attachment and saves in a specific folder you like. And after that, it opens your consolidated email Excel workbook and identifies what is the last row from which I need to write the data. Because you will be updating the consolidated Excel workbook on a daily basis. So the data need to be appended and it should not be overwritten or created new. And then from your downloaded attachment, it opens each file and reads the data and writes it to your consolidated workbook. And after that, it does two things. One, the email which you have already read and processed, it is moving to a separate folder in your Outlook so that you are not confused and you don't need to manage that. And similarly, once the file is processed, it is moving to a different folder called a processed folder. Let us see it in the first thing is in your Outlook. So this is your inbox where you are receiving all the sales report, and once it is completed, so it will go to this folder called the weekly sales report. And similarly, if you look at your folders, so this is the folder where all the new files will be stored, and once the file is processed, that file will be moved to here and your data will be consolidated in this particular Excel sheet. Like this. So let us look at what is the data available in your sales report too. For that, let me open one of the email inbox item and let us see. So if you look at that, Suresh has sent the data like this. So he has given some serial number which he may be maintaining, and what is his name, what is the week number for which he is sending the data, and the date on which he has made the sales, and the city for which he has made the sales, and what is the product, what is the rate, and what is the quantity sold, and what is the total. So this is the data which we need to consolidate. Now let us run this particular flow and see how it works. It may take a little longer, maybe couple of, if you are going to do all these things manually, it is half a day task, even if you are very smart with Excel copy and paste. But this particular flow is going to process this many emails. It is having 25 items, and all these 25 items, each item will have multiple entries, and all these things it may be completing it in hardly a minute or two. I need to really figure out how much of time it is going to take. Now let us run this. Let us do it step by step. You can run it in one go, but for the sake of convenience, we are going to see it one by one. Okay. So the first thing, we are going to run up to reading the email and storing the attachment. Let me run it. Okay, now if you look at our Outlook, all the inbox item is gone because it has already read it, and it has been saved over here. It has already marked it as read, so that you are not having any unread messages. Email is already moved to a separate folder. Now let us see what happened to the attachment. If you go to the received reports, earlier when we see that it was empty, now all the attachments are downloaded in this folder. Now let us go to the next step. Let me run it. So it is reading one by one and it is writing. Let us have a quick look at what is happening to the received folder. So if you actually look at, there are 15 items now. One by one, it is taking, processing and moving to the processed folder. Now once the process is completed, you will get a message box saying it is completed. It can be configured the way you like. And that's it, done. Let us see how the Excel sheet has been updated. I'm going back to the received reports. Nothing is there. Everything is processed. And processed reports, all the files are available over here. And if I go to the consolidated report, you will see all the data has been retrieved and updated in this particular Excel sheet, and you can create any report you like. Okay, now is it required to run this only through this way? No, it is not required, because like you have main dashboard itself. What all you need to do is you just need to run this. So weekly sales report, and you run it, or else you can get a URL of it and you can run through that also. So the first time it takes more than 5 minutes because we have processed more than 25 large files. But in a day-to-day activities or a weekly activity, the number of files will be processed within minute and your time is saved. It sounds interesting, right? So like this, we will learn step by step about how we can create the flows from the start, and we can go up to the complex levels. Thanks for watching. Be tuned. We'll see you in the next video.